My name is Walid Hawari, a captain with the Aleppo Fire Brigade. When the earthquake struck, I rushed to the closest affected site, which was here in Ash'ar. We managed to rescue 3 people alive immediately, and then we kept digging out victims for the next 4 days. While searching for the victims, any gold or money we found was handed over to the police. We were locating victims in the dark and in freezing weather with light primitive equipment. Then support began to arrive from Iran, Armenia, Russia, and Algeria at this site. We were able to begin using heavy machinery. You can see the area is big. It comprised 2 buildings and an extension. This was a high-risk location and all victims were identified by their relatives. Most of them were dead. 36 were killed and only 4 survived. You can see that this building was also dangerous. But we continued to work and search for anyone still trapped under the rubble. Unfortunately, the majority were dead. The building consisted of 6 floors above ground and 2 basement levels. Families were desperate for us to find their relatives. At first, we worked without heavy machinery to ensure the safety of any survivors trapped under the rubble. But we could eventually only save 4 people. 3 people from this building and 1 from that building. The rest unfortunately died. This is roughly what happened. Of course, we were affected by what we saw. We were crying while extracting the dead. This building was dangerous, but we kept working in that corner. 6 people were brought out, 2 alive and 4 dead. Here a family of 9 people was extracted. They were dead. Here a family of 5 people also dead.
Only if he can explain, if he didn't, the difference between working during the war and working now.
ما حكينا من شوي الفرق بين فترة الحرب كيف كان الشغل وفترة
During the war, a rocket or shell would affect a limited area, but the earthquake did not leave in one corner of Aleppo untouched.
بس بينما القذيفة كنا ما نرتعب ليش؟ لأن نزلت قذيفة معناتها في ضحايا شيء بسيط. عندنا آلات
We had enough machines to deal with it. I worked during the crisis from the first till the last day. I was the commander of the Aleppo rescue teams and I still am.
هلا هذا العمل كان عبارة عن تنزل قذيفة مثلا بناية أو بنايتين ما في بنايتين بس اليوم العدد كتير كان هائل ومكان منتشر وكان كتير يعني هلا هون
People
الناس
were safe in their homes and the earthquake suddenly hit.
فصارت هي الشغلة فجأة عداك عن
Some died from heart attacks due to the trauma and fear because the earthquake lasted so long.
الرعب لأن الهزة الأرضية طولت كتير.
We were working after the first earthquake. Suddenly, the second earthquake struck, but I did not panic. Families and volunteers withdrew. I kept working and managed to rescue 1 survivor during this time. It was the first time that I felt such fear. I am human after all. Terror was everywhere in Aleppo. During the war, a shell would hit one area and people there would be afraid. Today you see grief, fear, and terror wherever you walk.
يعني وما زال العالم لسه متوتر
People are still anxious because they fear another earthquake.
لا سمح الله زلزال ثاني بس بينما القذيفه اولادي اهون بكثير
So a shell or
بينما
mortar was
النقطه
like a
النقطه
drop
من
in the
بلد
sea of this fear.
What does Syria need most?
شو بدنا هلا كسوريين، شو بنحتاج هلا اكثر؟
رح نحكي بصراحه السوريين يعني
Frankly, the
بيلزمنا
Syrians
كثير
need a
شغله
lot.
تمام
Because of the
بسبب
siege
حصار
imposed on us by
قيصر
the Caesar
اللي
Act,
فرض علينا فطبعا بكل مكان بنقصوا شيء يعني بالنسبه
the
لفوج
Aleppo
الاحمر
Fire Brigade
انقصوا
needs
لنا
equipment,
اليات انقصوا لنا
manpower,
طائرات
and to
انقصوا
recover
بسبب
from the siege
الحصار اللي
imposed
كان
upon us by the
علينا يعني
West.
مفروض وما زال مفروض والحمد لله الله فهون مثلا بحسب مجال عملي نحن كان
We
اصلا
need
اجراء
modern machinery
اليات
for
مثلا
firefighting and rescue.
اليات انقاذ نحن اشتغلنا على
We have worked on wide-scale destruction with very few old machines.
بعدد قليل جدا يعني ما يتجاوز السبع آليات
Not more than 7
سبع
machines
آليات
for 44
40
destroyed
بناء كامل
buildings.
هلا
We
هون
also have a shortage
العناصر
of
كمان
labor,
عندنا كثير
but
قليلة
with the
تماما
help
بس
of the people
بمساعدة
and the Syrian
الأهالي
Arab
ونزل
Army
الجيش
working
يعني
hand in
شوي
hand with
هذا
us,
كمان يد
we
بيد هذا
managed.
كمان رح نلتفته ان نزول الجيش ساعدنا كثير بهيك امور بس كأما ايش يعني يعني ايش بنقصنا
We
كثير
lack
يعني كثير
everything
بنقصنا
in
يعني
the
على مجال
sectors of civil
الدفاع
defense,
المدني
firefighting,
على
police,
مجال الشرطة على
ambulances,
مجال
and
الإسعافات
healthcare.
الطبي كذا كل شيء ينقصنا كان هذا الواقع
الله يعطيك العافيه.
الله
شكرا.
تمام